Can we pull up the anchor and go for a boat ride? Anchors away! That is a lot of boats. Hi, my name is Amelia. Can you tell me their stories one at a time? Let's start with the Maritime.
The Maritime looks pretty good for being 91 years old. This 1929 Chris Craft Cadet is 22 feet long, made of wood called mahogany, and is beautifully preserved.
Can you tell me about the sailboat Bonita?
The Bonita was launched in 1921. This R-class ship won the inaugural Bayview to Mackinac sailing race in 1925, and again 87 years later in the summer of 2012.
I think it would be fun to go on the Lindy Lou and go up the Black River.
Black River pathway runs from Bangor to the shore. It's there for us to paddle as it flows.
On the Black River, passengers rode the launches to riverside amusement parks, resorts, and picnic sites. In the early 1900s, the figure-8 roller coaster operated on the north shore of the Black River.
One of the boats is even a movie star, right?
At our dock is 36460, our movie star. This is the 36-foot-long motor lifeboat actually used in the Disney film The Finest Hours. The film tells the remarkable true story of the greatest small boat rescue in Coast Guard history.
Some of the boats are in the Coast Guard boathouse. How can we get a closer look and learn about their story?
Inside this building. To get a closer look, climb up the platform. Learn about a fully restored 26-foot-long motorized surf boat. It was built in 1940, and it served at Pentwater, Michigan. The 36-foot-long motor lifeboat, built at Curtis Bay, Maryland around 1949, was assigned to Coast Guard Station Sheboygan, Wisconsin. This boat has a 2,200-pound bronze keel, and if capsized, will self-right in about 20 seconds. The Merriman is a 26-foot-long wooden lifeboat. This lifeboat was powered by oar or sail. Our 26-foot-long pulling surf boat, displayed on the track in front of the Coast Guard building, was built around 1936. Here the boat is featured in a 1950-era training exercise taken at its home port at Station Marquette, Michigan. Watch carefully as the crew shifts in reverse.
Splish splash, I was taking a bath, long about a Saturday night.
There is one boat that is called a fishing tug. It is the Evelyn S. Can you tell me her story?
This boat is 50 feet long and 13 feet wide. It is a 1939 wooden gillnet fish tug. It was used for commercial fishing in northern Lake Michigan. In 1979, it was brought to South Haven and donated to the museum. It was a working fishing tug for 36 years. The boat was an on-the-water exhibit when it first came to this port, and Captain Don Nichols remembers the fun they had. They took it out in Lake Michigan.
When there was a storm brewing on the lake, a good one, the great fun was to fire up the Evelyn and take her out and go through it. And I took some guys out there that had never been in seas like that. Yeah, and what a boat. I mean, she'd do everything but roll over.
The Evelyn S serves as an example of all commercial fishing tugs that once operated out of the ports just like South Haven. She has undergone several renovations and now sits proudly on the museum campus so visitors can step on board and imagine being the captain of this historic gillnet fishing tug.
Tell me about the big red boat with a funny name.
This historic tugboat, the Wilhelm Baum, is our 92-year-old 50-ton vessel, which worked out of this port as a commercial tug and later a Coast Guard auxiliary rescue vessel. Recently restored, it was purchased by Shout, a local civic group. They gave it to the museum to preserve yet another piece of our maritime history.
How did the boats get their names?
Usually named for the wife or a daughter of the fisherman. The Evelyn S. is named for Evelyn Selman, which would have been a woman in the salmon fishery family from Manistee, Michigan.
Let's see, have we learned about all the boats? Sorry, don't want to forget the Friends Goodwill.
Welcome aboard the tall ship Friends Goodwill.
She's about 58 feet long on the deck and about 101, I think, overall spar. It's all the way out to the end of the jaboom out there, and we're about 65 feet up aloft.
Up loft means up the mast. That's that big pole in the center of the deck. The mast is 28 feet taller than the South Haven Lighthouse. Friends Goodwill is a replica or a copy of a sailboat that sailed on the Great Lakes over 100 years ago. It is a sloop. That means it's a sailboat with one mast. To build a replica, books written many years ago describing how the boats were built and pictures that were found in those books are given to a boat builder and a sailmaker. They then design and craft people build the new modern Friends Goodwill.
She was launched in the fall of 2004, sailed by volunteers from our ship's company the 1,200 miles through rivers, locks, open waterways of the Great Lakes, and arrived in our port on September 25th, 2004. With captain and crew in traditional attire, the rich story unfolds for passengers who come aboard for day sails, a sunset cruise, or one of the fun-filled, exciting pirate sails.
It was fun to learn about all the boats at the Michigan Maritime Museum.
On the Michigan Maritime Museum website homepage, click on Education Resources. You'll find coloring pages, activity sheets, and much more.
Thanks, everyone! Can you please shoot the gun one more time?
Hooray!
Booyah! Oh my God!
Hooray for a race on the
Thanks for watching.